I think identifying when he bowls well is, the two grounds we've played at him have offered more turn than other grounds. I think today, again, like Old Trafford, he turned it more than any other spinner in the game. And similar to Cardiff, the way we adapted between the two games, conditions change. I think Lords will be very similar, not to here, but maybe to Cardiff in that regard. So the shift from ground to ground is going to be important, but that still doesn't paper over the fact that we need to get better at playing him. When he does bowl well, he is very good. There's no getting around that, and he exposes an area of our game that we need to improve on. And I think that's a really good thing and a healthy thing, because we've played great cricket for the last 6 months and never really come up against somebody like this, and this is a chance to improve on this area, however long it might take between now and the World Cup. I think given that there's only one left-arm Chinaman in the world, it's not a huge concern. You play against one team and he happens to be very good. He's not just any old left-arm Chinaman. So again, you have to give credit where credit's due. He did bowl well. We need to, between now and the next game, clarify our plans, commit to our plans, and just be better. But today, definitely. Considering the form that we've had, both home and away, over the last 6 months has been pretty good, and it builds confidence in different areas, playing against different opposition. And I think finding something coming up against where it's rare, it's like coming up against a traditional right arm leg spinner that's very good. You don't come up against many of them, but when you do, you need to try and adapt and think on your feet. So it's always a good challenge. I think it's, I don't think it's a huge concern. I think when, in the winter, we played against Ish Sodhi, who was a pretty good bowler, on wickets that offered a little bit of turn. Low scoring games away from home, I thought we played pretty well. I think it's it's predominantly the left arm spin, and he bowls well. He disguises things quite well. So. I think if I hadn't got out when I did, we might have been able to build a little bit of a partnership. And then when he came back on for, I think it was probably his third spell by then, maybe put him under a bit more pressure. But when we continue to lose wickets, you've got to sit in for as long as you can. And when the wickets are not as effective for seamers, you've got to try and target the seamers. So I thought he did, very patient. I think in 50 over cricket now, the new ball very rarely swings. If it doesn't swing, it can be the best time to bat. So depending game on game, ground on ground, condition, where in the world, it can vary. Thank you.
Thank you. You came.